What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking on another video. I know this is one you're very excited for. A few months ago, I teased y'all I did a new bike day and it was getting the mountain bike. But today is the real new bike day. It is Tuesday, January 24th. And the bike came to Apex last week. They weren't able to put it together. They just had so many bikes come in, but they got it together. Chris, my salesman at Apex, has been sending me photos of it, and it's time to go pick it up. We made some room in the garage for it, and then we're gonna be taking the Honda. We might be trading it in. Since the Yamaha did take a little bit longer, the trade-in value on the Honda went down a few $100s. So now I'm trying to decide if I want to trade it in, see what they're gonna offer me. Maybe we'll hold on to it and then sell it come spring, but I don't know. So we'll either be coming home with one bike or two bike, but went ahead and changed out the levers back to these ASVs because the arc lever, or at least the clutch, should work on the Yamaha. The front brake, it's probably going to be different since that's how they usually are, but the whole assembly of the arc one hopefully will work on the Yamaha, and I really like those levers. So pulled that, but just started up the Honda, made sure everything was good on it, and Honda is running fantastic. We got Daddy DeeO here. He's 8 days post hip surgery. He's getting around pretty well.
Not too bad.
So glad he's doing well. But yeah, we're gonna load up a whole Yeti and maybe be saying goodbye, but regardless, getting that new today. So come along and let's buy a dirt bike. Good time with the Honda, but whether we're saying goodbye or not today, it's time to move on to something new. All right, here we are, Apex Sports. Let's go in and see my buddy Chris, and yeah, you know, I had to do it. I had to get a Yamaha shirt. Come on, I'm a sucker. It's probably cheesy, I don't even care, but let's go see Chris. Bro. There's Chris right over there. We're interrupting his lunch, but he's taking care of us, and oh, looks so good. And then also a little shout out, this is Chris's company lab bag. So Dad, I'm gonna have to get you one so when we go trail riding, we can store any tools or snacks or anything in there. But Chris got it hooked up. So.
That's great.
Dude,
here
what's
go,
up,
man?
Heck
Congrats,
yeah.
here
Thank you, thank you.
Chris.
That good.
Oh, it's so sick. Obviously, we're gonna get home and put on some different bars and we'll adjust levers and some, but dude.
Doesn't it feel just very different? I don't feel like I'm on a Yamaha right now.
Yeah, not at all. But it's just right.
In a good way, yeah, definitely.
I don't even know.
Speechless.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've been having fun. It's definitely taken up about 4 hours of my morning so far.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Have fun on that.
Oh, yeah. Right on. Thanks again, Chris. Appreciate you,
Appreciate it, man. Have fun on that.
Oh, yeah. Blue Crew, baby. Let's go load this bad boy up.
So jealous.
All right, so we got the Yami loaded up. Obviously, Honda's still here. We discussed it some with Chris. We're gonna hold on to it for a bit, try and list it. Doesn't matter, we'll go from there. But it is freezing right now, I'll tell you that much. It's gonna be cold this weekend, but I think we're still gonna do our best to bust this out. I might take off a day on Friday just to ride, but I'm so absolutely excited. Everyone in there was just looking at it and just eyeing it up, and I'm definitely very thankful, very excited, and yeah, so we'll get this home, then we'll start it, ride it up and down the road. I don't want to ride it here because I feel like a goober. So we'll get home, we'll start it up for you guys, then let it eat a little bit, let it bark. And I'm just so excited to be part of Blue Crew. All right, we are all loaded up. We are getting out of here. We ended up going to the parts department. We got some oil filters. We got an O-ring, it's in here, crush washer. Got an hour meter. Of course, I know that the app has the hour meter, but I still wanted something on the bike that shows it. We got 8 pictures, both my dad and I. And then of course the owner's manual. And then I just got a bolt pack, but yeah, got all the necessities for getting it rocking and rolling, breaking it in, getting the oil changed, and then ready to rip it. So gonna go grab some food now and head on home. And, man, it looks good back there. Picked up a burger from Green Line Grill here, a little dive. You can tell it's a little hole in the wall place, but you guys know how it is. Hole in the walls have the best food. So got that, and just walking out from there and just seeing my truck. Of course, we have both bikes in it right now, but just it looks so good. The Yamaha back there just looks so right. I'm so excited. So we'll get home, go ahead, throw it on the stand, fire it up, ride it up and down the street a little bit, make sure we do all the heat cycles and make sure that it's set up for success. Maybe pull it apart, grease some of this stuff, but also I didn't grease anything on the Honda, and I'm gonna ride the Yamaha like once or twice, and then I'll be taking it to Applied Technology, Race Tech Suspension, to get the suspension done by Tyler. So when he has it, maybe I'll just have him grease the stuff while he's at it. But gonna be sick regardless, and I'm just so ecstatic to now have the bike. So that's that, but catch up with you guys when we get on home. Decided to skip right over the PW50, get right on the YZ450F. What do you think, bud? You a fan? You like it?
Yeah.
And what color is it?
Blue.
That's right, it's blue. I just threw down on that hamburger and fries, so good, feeling good. So we came back out here, checking out the break-in procedures and pretty much just warming up, riding it for 20 minutes at half throttle, and then riding for 40 minutes at 3/4 throttle. So we're not gonna really break it in today. We'll start it and let it idle some, but I'm not gonna go ride around on the streets for 20 and 40 minutes. So we'll just start it just to hear it, check it out. I'm gonna put on the hour meter, and then when we ride it the first time, we'll actually do the break-in process. But let's get the hour meter on it. Yet again, of course, I'm very aware that with the Power Tuner app on my phone, which I've already downloaded, I've had it for like 2 weeks already. I already installed some maps and everything, that it tracks the hours, but I still want a physical hour meter, so I got this Matrix one, and it's the kind that reads from the vibration, so you don't even have to connect it to the spark plug. So I'm thinking probably up here is where I'm gonna want it. So it's just a sticky back. There we go. Nice and easy way to see the hours, help with maintenance, and just kind of, you know, be able to have a visual of what the hours are without pulling out the app. And here it is, e-start. Oh, that's nice. It definitely has kind of like a whistle to it. Obviously not like a turbo, that'd be pretty sick. But it kind of has like a high pitched, just the intake, you can definitely hear it. That's sick. So we'll just let it idle out a little bit just to kind of warm it up and stuff. And then like I said, I'll take it up and down the street just to actually ride it. And yeah, I'm so excited. I'll put on the Phoenix bars, which includes, of course, my Pro Taper Twister throttle tube. And this is a weird, I don't know about this, so we'll be switching that out, and I also have the different bar clamps, but man, this thing is sick. Got the Power Tuner connected, that's what I was just showing. It just showing like the throttle and stuff, so we can load on the new maps whenever we want. So much new for me though. Of course, the air box up front, the gas under the seat here. Okay, so there we go, get to the gas cap. And then I haven't messed with it yet, but Oh, just pull up, should be just like that. I don't want to break anything obviously, but got the air filter right underneath there. So I'll have to learn how to pop this off without potentially breaking anything. Yeah, I'll mess with it when I have two hands to do it, but yeah. It was just kind of bound up there, but that was super easy. So there you go, take that off. And now you can get to the air filter. So I'm gonna be getting air filters, of course, from No Toil like always. So that's a big change having them in front, but that should make it super easy. So this is so sick. Definitely the levers are higher than I'd like them, but the plan is I'm gonna swap out the bars anyway. So I think I might, I don't know, I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm gonna ride it up and down the road some. I'm gonna wait for my dad to get back home so that he can get some video just of us riding back and forth a little bit. But man, so excited. Turns out that Daddy DeeO and my mom aren't coming back today, so I'm just gonna set up my phone on the tripod and I'm gonna ride up and down the road just a few times, just because I want you guys to get to see the bike actually running and riding, and I want to do that too. So throw on the J22 and then go ride up and down the road a few times, be a little bit of a hoodlum. Thing is so quiet, the power just like hits so hard. Of course, when you're riding on pavement like this, any bike's gonna pull a wheelie, but it feels really good. The front forks are pretty stiff right now. I think they need to get broken in some, but I think that's a good sign that they're not gonna need too much work in them because they're a solid fork. I know Yamahas are known for their suspension in their fork, but I'm really surprised with how quiet it is and just the drone of it. It sounds really good. I actually like the sound of it a lot. And I'm really excited to take it to the track where I can actually open it up and not feel bad for my neighbors and stuff, but that's sweet. All right, we are going to change out the bars. Got my little assistant here. He keeps telling me the bike is blue, which he's not wrong about, but we're gonna go ahead. Yeah, well, I know. And put on the Phoenix bars. All right, I totally forgot I have a call at 4 o'clock. It's 3:58. So I'm gonna stop here, run inside, take that call, then we're gonna come out. This is on here tight as all get out. I can't get it. Trying to hold the bike and stuff. I cannot break this loose, and this is all that I have. I don't have like a bar or anything, so we'll have to see what we can do about that, because I was gonna pull this and at least grease it some, but we'll see what we can do. But we're gonna get the bars on there after we take this call. All right, we're back. That was a great call. Ezra's got the handlebars. I just was able to loosen this. What I did was drop the bike off the, not drop the bike, geez, took the bike off the stand so that it wasn't moving, so that it was planted, leaned it into me, and I was able to break this loose, but obviously I had that torque down nice and tight. Honestly, I'm probably doing this out of order, but I think I'm gonna pull the front wheel so that I can drop the forks. Obviously you hit the pinch bolts so that I can get in and make sure the steering stem is greased up. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm not gonna worry about the rear end for now. Maybe I'll do it before we ride, but get the front end taken care of since I'm already this deep into it, and then get those Phoenix handlebars on there.
Got the man above, I'm feeling cool. Don't need your advice, ay. Let me live my life, ay. Keeping the good vibes, ay. Ooh, yeah. Really need some love.
Ezra, you being a big help? Yeah? What are you working on? You're working on that? Okay.
Don't need your advice, ay.
Yeah,
Let
check
me
on the
live my
shifter for me.
life,
Thank
ayy.
you, bud.
Keeping the good
Good job.
vibes,
High five.
ayy. Out in the city, I'm doing the most. Making some waves,
yes.
but I'm not by the coast. Live in Atlanta, but stuck in my home. Using my phone just to reach the people.
All right.
Kinda unknown, so it's nice to meet you. I write flows that make you peaceful. I got goals that I can see through. I got God, don't need a preview or a taste. The money and fame. See a lot of
Just like
artists
that.
got to
Front end officially off. FEOO. All right, well, I wouldn't say it's completely bone dry. There's definitely grease in there. I mean, there's grease throughout. The tales I heard made it sound like a horror movie. Hey, let's not do that on the new bike. Can we stop, please? Dude's going crazy. But yeah, there's at least some grease on there. I'm gonna put more, but when I heard quote unquote, I can't do the fingers, quote unquote bone dry, I was expecting worse than this. I don't know what I was expecting, but we'll go ahead, put on some grease and put it back together. All right, so we greased up some up here. That's the red grease we put on. And then I put some here. Now, if you're gonna come at me and tell me I did it wrong, you're probably right, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't know what I'm doing. But I pulled it out and I put grease on it. And I think that is better than not doing anything at all. And I gotta stop Ezra from tearing this bike apart. He's just hitting it with everything he can get his hands on. But so at least that's better than what it was, in my opinion. I hope that you guys appreciate that. But again, I'm gonna ride it, you know, a time or two, and then I'll take it to Tyler at Applied, and he'll do the suspension, and I'll ask him to make sure everything's greased, and he'll do it because that's what he's good at and what he does, and he's better at this stuff than me. But for now, let's go ahead and make this look like a dirt bike again. That's going in the video. Ezra didn't nap this afternoon, so he's a little cranky, and I wouldn't let him keep hitting the bike with the axle and the T-handle, so he's not very happy about that. But getting the fork legs back on, or the forks back on, I'm gonna put the other one on, and then check the height on it. I'm probably gonna run like 5 millimeters, and then I'll torque these up, the pinch bolts. But coming back together, all greased up.
It's not a big deal, see a big raise. You make no hits, you fall on your face. Now you want change and a little peace of mind. Regretting that deal you signed, you'll survive. Gotta keep things alive, about to make the sun go shine. Ooh, yeah, really need some love, don't need to prove, yeah. Got the man above, I'm feeling cool, don't need your advice, hey, let me live my life.
All right, just check those with the caliper. Let's see, I actually didn't even check what the height was, but I just lined them up. Yeah, that's about that's probably 5 3/4 of a millimeter up out of the top triple clamp. I'm happy with that. They're both even. So like I said, we'll go back through and hit that with a torque wrench. I'm gonna go ahead and put the caliper and the front tire back on, put all the cables and the brake, or the cables and the front plate back on, then tighten this up, and then switch the bars around, of course, but well on our way.
Hey, keeping the good vibes, hey, ooh, yeah, really need some love, don't need to prove, yeah, got the man above.
All right, number plate is now on, and check this out. This is pretty cool. Hopefully there's enough light you guys can see this, but it just tells you brake hose to the left, throttle cable to the right, others to the left, just to make sure your cable management's all good. And then of course we have the toolless clickers, so you can just with your fingers, there's your clicker. So super handy. Those are super nice. I like that a lot. Be really easy to make. Not on the fly adjustments, obviously not while you're riding, but you can pull up in a corner and be like, you know what, I'm gonna try 4 clicks in and just reach under your bars and click, 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 and see how it feels rather than having to have a screwdriver and try and get in there. So I think that'll be pretty cool for like testing purposes, and someone like me who doesn't mess with their clickers much, it'll be cool because it'll make it easier to mess with the clickers, and maybe I can get a little bit more dialed in that way. But let's finish this up, get those Phoenix bars on. I'm not going to torque that because I don't have a torque for my 1/4" drive, but that was quite a bit of force. I think I'm very confident with that. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. I'm happy with that. Let's go. So obviously the bars are rolled right now. We're gonna roll them back. They're not even showing anything because they're just sitting there. But I have my Ride Engineering 1-piece mount. So I just got that mounted up. Got a little bit of grease where I greased it, so that's nice. But yeah, got that mounted up. So we'll loosen these up and then roll the bar to where we like it. Yeah, coming together nicely. You guys have probably heard me talk about Phoenix bars quite a bit. They're really interesting. The way they do it, they don't have different sweeps. You know, when you look at other bars, they have all the different bends and this sweep, this rise, this width, all of that. Phoenix, they all come in the same sweep. It's in a position that's supposed to help get your elbows up, and the only difference is they have different heights. I run the 90 rise. I said height, maybe I meant rise, but I run the 90. I think they have 110, 100, no, 100, 90, 80, 70. I'll have that in the video, so it's for sure correct, but very interesting. They're much more affordable than other names that you may have heard of. And if you use coupon code DeeO15, I think it is, I'll also have that, double check. You can save some money and it gives me a kickback, so we both win. But definitely check them out. I love the Phoenix bars. As you can tell, I'm putting them on my brand new, seriously never even touched dirt bike. So that should be a good testament to you from myself. But that's too far forward. I'm gonna roll them back more like something like that. But get those all mounted up and get that bar pad back on.
Don't need your advice, hey. Let me live my life, hey. Keeping the good vibes, hey. Work a day job and I'm feeling more peace. Learn about business, learn about things that matter in life way more than your bling. A lot of these artists relying on streams for money, for gas, for things they need.
You know who I haven't thanked in a while? My buddy Grant, who bought me a set of Motion Pro T-handles. And as you've seen already, they get a lot of use. Obviously, the 8 and the 10 get the most amount of use, but it also has a 12 and a 14. And just awesome. Thanks so much, Grant. I've used these so often. He probably got me them 5, 6 years ago. I don't know, but just a really cool present that he got me because in my videos he was sick of seeing me use a ratchet and socket for everything. So he hooked it up. But go back through, check all of these, make sure they're all nice and tight. This is something obviously we'll see how we feel on the bike. An easy enough adjustment is rolling the bars forward or backward. And it's hard to say just sitting here, but I think that's where we're gonna run them for the time being. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm gonna have to use the stock throttle tube because it fits in just like that. And then the Pro Taper twister is just a little bit bigger. Like if you line these up, probably gonna be hard to see on the video. I'm not sure exactly how to line it up, but well, right there you can see that gap right by my pinky. It's that much bigger. So the throttle thing doesn't fit onto it. Actually, yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. Like this obviously rolls within it. This one you can jam on. I just realized that it wasn't working before, but you can get it to like cover it, but it doesn't roll in there. It's too tight. So I'm gonna have to get a different throttle tube eventually. But for these first few rides, we'll just be running the stock Yamaha grip on the right, and the left we're gonna be running the Phoenix. We're all over the place. It's okay. I got my arc, perch, and lever installed for the clutch, and I was gonna do the front brake, but unfortunately, it's too thick. This part right here, you can see, there you go. See, the one right here is just way thicker, so it doesn't fit into here. So unfortunately, can't use my arc front brake lever, but we have the clutch lever on, so that's good. And we'll just be running the stocker front brake for now, and probably get an arc one eventually whenever it's available. And there you have it, guys. So went ahead, we greased the front axle. We had to take off the forks so that we could grease the head tube, the steering column, whatever, steering stem. I can't think of what it's actually called. Steering stem, I think, is right. Put on the Phoenix bars, put on the Ride Engineering bar mounts. We put on the arc, perch, and lever. Oh yeah, this, I didn't have a screw for this, so I'm gonna have to find a screw for that, a bolt, a screw, front brake. Just ran it like it is, but there you guys go. I'm not gonna mess with the linkage, but yeah, I'm just so ecstatic. This bike is so sick, and I'm just very excited. So with that, we're going to go ahead and close it out, guys. I hope you were excited. I know that I haven't been keeping it a secret. I wanted to at first, and then as it got delayed and delayed and delayed, I just started telling people. So I don't think many people are surprised that I went with the 23 YZ450F. I think it was pretty obvious at this point. And you guys know they got pushed back further and further and further. Other new bikes are coming out like October, the 23s. These started rolling out. They first said November. Chris told me January the whole time. The whole time I was waiting for this bike, he told me January. Other people were here in November. November came and went. They were like, we'll get them in December. December came and went. January came. 2 weeks into January, people started getting them, and I got mine on, the 24th. So Chris and Apex, they were always spot on that I was getting it in January. They didn't lead me astray, which I really appreciate. And now we have it. Probably like the 4th one in Colorado. Vickery got one. Rocky Mountain got 2, and then Apex got their first one, and they have another one coming in soon. But yeah, that's gonna do it. We had some fun with it today, just dorking around on it, familiarizing ourselves with it. It's just having a new bike. Everything, like the bolts go in smoothly, everything lines up, it's clean, it's amazing. But this is the cleanest it'll ever be. FAF is already designing up graphics. Actually, I'm pretty sure as we're talking, they're printing them, because Geoff was just like, are we good to print these? I said, go for it. So those are probably printing now. So we'll get those installed very soon. We'll take it to Tyler at Applied to get the suspension done, of course. And yeah, graphics, suspension, that's all we're planning for now. I'm not gonna do a pipe. I kind of talked myself out of the lowering link. I need to get that throttle tube whenever they have one available. I have radiator braces on the way. Just waiting for Works Connection to make them and send them. But that's it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna probably ride Friday because the weather's looking good. Saturday, we'll see. But stay tuned, because Day with DeeO on the blue bike is going to be coming. We're going to come up with a nickname. It's going to be sick. But thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, as always, take it easy. If it's easy, take it twice. We'll talk to you later.
It's YZ. It's YZ.